from r/confessions. All of these are confession stories. 6 years ago.
Okay.
I feel really bad for coming on my turtle.
Huh?
Why the fuck would I do that? I should have never masturbated in front of my turtle.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. I'm out here playing zombies, bro. You know how fast I fucking pause this shit? I looked over at my monitor in perplexity, bro.
I told you, bro. These are some fucking good ones, bro. So
Who the
basically,
fuck is jacking on a turtle, bro?
So basically, I was watching porn on my 55-inch TV, and my turtle was next to me on the couch.
Is this you?
I was just talking about my 55-inch TV, maybe. Actually, fun
was
fact.
This you from 6 years ago? I swear to God, if I find out this was you.
My brother used to have a turtle. Actually, he also had a salamander called Slick, but I think his dog ate it.
Damn.
The porno was really old. It was a DVD from 2002. It was probably the hottest porn I've ever watched, and honestly, I'm probably going to watch the porn DVD instead from the internet. The only reason I had my turtle with me was because whenever I come, I feel really depressed and lonely. So I thought that if my turtle watched with me,
don't bust, bro.
So I thought that if my turtle watched with I wouldn't feel lonely. This dude doesn't know how to spell. Well, I started stroking my willy. I used lotion. I took off all my clothes, so he was butt-ass naked doing the sex with turtle.
If you slow stroke your shit butt-ass naked, bro, that's your number one flag to being like, I need to stop.
So I started stroking my willy. I used lotion, I took off all my clothes, but my dumbass forgot the tissues. I realized, don't tell me this dude's gonna tell me that he wiped the back of his turtle against his shit to fucking clean it. I realized that I forgot to grab the tissues, but it was too late. I was going to come. I didn't want to come everywhere, so I had to think fast. It was when I saw my turtle when I realized what I had to do.
No.
I came like a motherfucker. My turtle was painted with my cum in his tiny little face and had it all around his shell. He didn't say a word. He didn't move. He just stood there looking at me like I killed a bunch of children. I would never forget the look my turtle gave me. His disappointing face broke my heart. I put on my clothes. I took my turtle to the bathroom and cleaned him off. What happened, happened. But my turtle would never forget what happened. My turtle...
That's something you gotta keep to yourself, dog.
My turtle, Tommy, would never forgive me. Today, I passed by him, and I know he still remembers what I did to him 3 hours ago. Oh my God. My only wish is that one day Tommy the Turtle will forgive me for my horrible sins. That's the end of the post.
Oh, you was right, bro. These is bangers, dog.
The top comment says Cowabunga, dude. What are your thoughts about this? If you were ever in this situation where you forget the tissues, would you look to your pet if your pet was right next to you?
Bro, I would rather come on my sheets, dog. I would rather bust on my sheets and put them bitches in the washer instead of traumatizing my pet.
Let's say you're this dude's turtle, Tommy. You're Tommy the Turtle. Are you forgiving him?
No. The first red flag is being depressed whenever you bust, bro.
He's like, I feel lonely afterwards, so I had my turtle next to me to dap me up when I was done. Far too many usernames says because as funny as it is, what the fuck is what most people thought instantly because seriously, what the fuck?
That's ridiculous.
Oh my goodness. I mean, we're starting off hot.
Oh, we started off hot whenever we were out here talking about fucking aliens, bro.
Are you ready for our second read from Confessions?
I don't know. That I'm still fucking trying to process, bro, busting a load on his turtle.
I got news for you, Dave.
Go for it. Go for it, I guess.
Tonight, I dug shit out of my own ass. Constipation. How bad can it be, right? I had no idea. Been smoking weed for 10 years and always been regular as clockwork. Wake up, have a morning joint, and then a nice big poo. But I decided to change my life and quit. I fell horribly ill for about a week, and in that time, no poo. Not even a little nug. Once I got better, still no poo. It's been 2 weeks since my last rendezvous with the porcelain throne. And I was getting nervous. Took some stool softeners, ate my weight in prunes, and hoped for the best. And tonight, it happened. The brown flood came knocking at the gates. But it was no flood, not at all. I felt like I was giving birth to a cannonball. Solid iron, too big to pass through. I had to do something. I had been pushing for an hour and in that time shed all my clothes. I was sweating like a pig. I felt I felt behind me and my asshole was wide open. Trying so hard, I took the plunge. It was massive, solid. I poked at it and felt a little piece come loose from the monster. And then I lost all inhibition. For half an hour, I was digging in there, breaking it up into smaller bits as much as I could, pulling them out by hand, piece by piece. They were like rocks. There was blood, fresh and red, but I was too far gone. It had to be finished. It had to come out, all of it.
I don't think it did, dog.
It went so deep. I had no idea of all the angles in there. Never dug that deep before. Still like iron. Then, I broke off and pulled out a piece the size of a small toy car. And felt a change. A rumbling. My bowel telling me yes. This is it. You've done it. I got the rest. I pushed my hands on the walls on either side of the bowl and blasted it out of me like a hurricane, full force. 2 whole weeks of backed up shit. It was powerful, incredible, a feeling I had never known existed. And then I was empty and gross. I wiped my hands as best I could, dug out the shit from under my fingernails, and washed up until they were raw. I am empty now. I am powerful. I beat the shit. And I can never tell anyone. So sorry, people of Confessions, I will share with you. And your times where you've been so desperate on the toilet. One of those, like you were saying, you take off all your clothes. It's that bad. Have you ever considered going in there like a fucking toy claw?
No. No. Not fucking once. That's disgusting. I can't believe you made me fucking listen to that.
What if we do a gross one and then a palate cleanser?
Go for a fucking palate cleanser, bruh.
You want the palate cleanser now, or do you want to get all the gross out of the way?
Now.
All right.
I don't need to hear about somebody digging in their ass. Because they were constipated for 2 weeks, gang.
Okay, let's go with this. Still from confessions. I poked a hole in a condom and purposefully got a girl pregnant to prove I wasn't gay.
Sounds pretty gay to me.
This was the late
Coming
80s.
from a gay man myself, that sounds pretty gay. If you gotta prove to somebody you ain't gay, I'm sorry, man.
This was the late 80s, and I was 14, 15, and things weren't. Oh my God. This was the late 80s, and I was 14, 15, and things weren't a great time to be a gay teenager. Not that it excuses what I did. I was so afraid of being outed that I started a relationship with my then best friend's sister. My friends were constantly messing with me about not having slept with her and calling me gay. They were just joking, but I took it so seriously that I convinced her sex, and I poked a hole in the condom, hoping to get her pregnant so that I'd have proof. She did end up getting pregnant, and when I found out the reality of what I did, it really hit me. She just thought the condom didn't work, and I never told her I did it on purpose. She was forced to go to an alternative school and eventually dropped out to have the baby. Her and her family moved away with the baby, and I never kept in contact with them. I've always felt like a piece of shit for ruining her life and abandoning my kid.
Yeah, you're kind of a piece of shit for that.
Yeah, this is like first ballot Hall of Fame piece of shit. I know two ways about it.
That is D1 fucking deadbeat dad right there. That's king deadbeat right there.
Yeah. Yeah, this dude's the king of the deadbeats, like you were saying. Which, I mean, you were right. He did allude to the fact that he was in fact a homosexual, and he was trying to hide it.
Maybe you should just fuck dudes, bro. Maybe that's what you should stick to doing, bro. Don't ruin some bitch's life because you wanted to fucking prove to your bitch ass friends you weren't gay, bro. I understand that she was in like the fucking 80s and 90s, bro, but nobody gives a fuck. Trust.
All right, we're gonna get gross, and then I have a funny palate cleanser. Well, funny depending on how you how you feel about the topic.
You said what?
I said I have a gross one, and then I have one that we can laugh at and end with.
I bet.
God saw me puke cum.
If it ain't another gay man slurping down glizzies, bro.
Oh, just you wait.
Back on the topic of like dude taking in his own ass, right? Do you think dude was like wrist deep or something?
Oh, he had to be.
Like by the end of it, he had to have been fucking wrist deep.
He was talking about there being twists and turns that he never discovered before, so he had to be.
I mean, how would you know there's twists and turns in your ass that you have discovered?
Well, I think he's saying he didn't know his ass was like a fucking.
Nope, I think he's done that before.
You think so? You think he does that in his spare time?
Oh, guaranteed.
Is he like that black dude from that podcast that's like, you mean to tell me you just let the dookie fall in the toilet? You don't catch it every time?
I've never fucking heard of that shit. That sounds appalling.
All right. God saw me puke cum. So I visited this guy in a halfway house late one night.
Oh, it's a bitch. Damn. Of course you went to a goddamn fucking halfway house, bro.
I gave him a sloppy, mind-blowing blowjob and swallowed the most putrid cum I've ever tasted in my life. I mean, it tasted like straight gasoline and chemicals. I swallowed it on an empty stomach, and it left a filmy layer on my tongue. So,
I'm not gonna lie, I feel like if your shit tastes like chemicals, you have a problem.
I mean,
you gotta your fucking diet up.
I mean, this is a guy in a halfway house. I think he has a lot of problems.
That is true.
So, I'm driving home and my stomach starts churning. My mouth gets watery. It's really threatening to come up. And I knew this road and the only place to pull in for miles was Grace Covenant Church. There I am, face sweating, body shaking, yakking up globs of the most vile seminal fluid I've ever encountered. Wiped my mouth, hopped back in my car, and drove home. I said a little apology prayer to God.
I don't care if you're living in a fucking halfway house, bro. Clean up your fucking diet.
Now, I lied to my girlfriend about my penis size.
I lie to people on Reddit about mine too. It's okay.
Was this post you, just like that other one was me? The other day, I told all my... None of these people know how to write. The other day, I told all my girlfriend...
They're on Reddit. What do you expect?
I told all my girlfriend that my penis was over 7 inches. I lied.
That was not me.
In reality...
I know what 7 inches look like. Mine don't look like 7 inches. I can get away with like 5, 5.5, maybe. Not no damn 7. That boy got a monster on him.
In reality, I have a micro penis. I feel horrible about it.
Maybe that was me.
I feel absolutely terrible about lying, especially to this girl I like a lot. But I can't bring myself to tell her the truth because it'll make her not like me anymore. I'm afraid she'll make fun of me. I feel so much shame surrounding the fact that I have a micro penis. I'm afraid I'll never get a woman to love me. She'll go out with me until she sees it, and then she will just laugh.
Maybe you should get meat extensions. I really feel like if you got a micro, right? Save up some bread and get some meat extensions, dog.
Yeah, I mean, how much can extensions even work at that point?
Fairly well. I can confirm I have meat extensions installed. I was originally 2 inches. Now I'm at 3, and I'm feeling fantastic. I don't know about anybody else, but I am loving my life. I feel like a whole new man getting a whole new inch.
My girlfriend of 2 years broke up with me because of my size. I had recently gotten the chance to take my relationship a step further with my girlfriend. I've always been self-conscious of my size, 2 inches flaccid, 4 inches erect. And also being a virgin, I was extremely nervous. What's with the damn? I was extremely nervous as to
small, right? Dang, it's my fault.
As to what would happen, but with the help of some random people on the internet, I built up some self-esteem and went for it. It was going well.
Okay, this one might be me.
It was going well. I was giving her
the amount of self-esteem I have gotten over Reddit for like the past couple of years, bro, was ridiculous.
I was giving her a good time, and she said it was my turn. Then proceeds the reveal. She looked shocked, then disappointed, and started to laugh. She fucking laughed. I knew she was not a virgin, but I wasn't sure the size of her last partner. I was trying not to break down from embarrassment. I must have hit it well because she still did her thing. After about 5 minutes, she just kind of stopped. She told me that she needed to go somewhere and dipped out really fast. There I am, sitting on my bed, semi-hard, with a flood of emotions flowing through my head. Mostly sadness and shame, I guess, but whatever. I cried my way through it, ended up playing video games and drinking for the first time in forever. It was not my best night. This does sound like you. Fast forward to the next day. I was starting to get DMs from our friend group about my size. Sarcastic comments about how huge I was. Whatever. I shrugged it off and pushed through it. It hurt, but fuck it, right? The last 2 messages were what broke me. One of her close friends who never liked me put it as, heard your dick was as small as IQ. wait till basically everyone in the school hears this. I don't know why it was that one that broke me. I am a relatively smart person, but it was so diminishing to my self-esteem that I didn't go to school for the next 3 days. When I finally went back, only because I was backing up on work, I was approached by my girlfriend, and she privately told me she wanted to head our separate ways. It was like an anvil being dropped on my heart. We had been together for a while, and I thought it was going great, but I guess not. I hear since then she has already found a new boyfriend, and I have basically been shunned among our friend group. I'm sad, lonely, and defeated. I really don't know what to fucking do. I'm sitting here in bed in the middle of the night, typing this with tears in my eyes. What do I fucking do?
Rule number one: never end your life over a bitch. That's not a very thug thing to do. Rule number two: thug it the fuck out.
That's your advice, thug it the fuck out?
Oh yeah.
He's got to spin black. He's got to spin back on her. Pull up at her quinceanera and fucking let that bitch off.
Clutching Glocks and spinning blocks, bro.
If you're in his situation, what are you doing?
Blowing my shit the fuck off.
Okay, dude. Do you want to end on a high note and round out our penis stories with an additional one?
Oh yeah. Let's end on a high note.
Male nurse laughed at my small penis in the hospital.
Damn, bro.
This post is from 5 years ago and starts off about 7 years ago. So this is a 12-year-old story. About 7 years ago, I was hospitalized for a week with a bad stomach infection. There was one event which stuck in my mind. One night, I needed help with changing my hospital gown, so I called the male nurse. He came to my room, and I had to get nude in front of him to change gowns. There was 30 seconds where my nude penis was exposed to his view. I saw his eyes look down at it, and he had that reaction where somebody is trying to hold their breath to try to not laugh. But the laugh can be heard anyway.
Me right now?
I immediately knew he was laughing at my small penis. But even more humiliating was that I said nothing. I stayed submissively quiet, like a child, and let him get away with it.
I feel like if you have another man laughing at your meat, bro, blow your shit to smooth the fuck off, bro.
Also, what the fuck is this male nurse doing? This dude strips down, the first thing you do is look at his fucking cock.
You telling me you wouldn't?
You're right. Let's keep reading. I have one of those penises where it's like a little boy when soft. That's out of pocket as fuck. No diddy. What the fuck?
I mean, who doesn't though?
I have noticed that a lot of people judge cock size by how big you are when you are soft. When I'm hard, I'm close to average size, so laughing at my cock solely based on how small it is when it's soft seems unfair. Do you think people prejudge penises unfairly?
Yes. As a man with a micro myself, bro, I should know, bro. I know bro's pain.
Do you think people judge your penis-shaped book by its cover too often?
Yes. It's very depressing.
It's a hard world we live, no pun intended.